Please open your insurance enrollment guides. We're about to go over insurance, life insurance, and 401k contributions. Here we'll walk through all of the insurance benefits that Cherokee Brick offers. Cherokee Brick offers you and your eligible family members a comprehensive and valuable benefits program. We encourage you to take the time to educate yourself about all your options and choose the best coverage. After you make your elections, your insurance premiums for medical, dental, and vision plans will be deducted on a pre-tax basis because they are covered under your cafeteria plan under Section 125 of the Internal Revenue Code. After you enroll in the insurance plans that Cherokee Brick offers, there are very important contact information that you can utilize to make your coverage easier. Make sure that you make accounts with EBMS, Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and telemedicine through Lyric Health. Also, if you ever need help with insurance, Oak Ridge Help Desk is always there to help. All full-time employees who regularly work more than 30 hours a week are eligible for insurance, and insurance will go into effect the first of the month following 30 days. Meaning if you're hired on April 15th, insurance will go into effect on June 1st of the same year. No changes are allowed to your benefit elections during the plan year unless you experience a qualifying life event, which is marriage or divorce, birth or adoption, death of a dependent, Medicare entitlement, or termination of employment. Please provide HR with a proof of qualifying life event within 30 days of the event. Dependent eligibility. You can cover your legal spouse on dental and vision insurance, but if your spouse is working and is offered health insurance through their employer, your spouse must take their medical insurance over Cherokee Bricks. You can cover dependent children up to the age of 26, children whom you're a legal guardian of, unmarried dependent children beyond the age of 26, if incompatible with self-support due to mental or physical handicap. All dependents are subjected to dependent verification and eligibility document requests. Online benefit information through Employee Navigator. If you ever need to review your benefit coverage and plan documents, please reach out to HR for login details. Third-party administrator. Claims are processed through EBMS, which stands for Employee Benefit Management Services, which is our third-party administrator. Be sure to register online with EBMS on My Benefits or download the app to keep up with your medical coverage. Voluntary telemedicine. Cherokee Brick is offering telemedicine through Lyric Health, which is essentially a digital doctor service. The way it works is you set up an account online and schedule an appointment 24 hours, 7 days a week, and a real-life doctor will call you to discuss your symptoms. This service can help with common illnesses like ear infections or colds. It can also help with mental health and your pets as well. The best part about telemedicine is it's just $3.50 a month, and it comes out to 81 cents a week, and covers everyone in your household, even if you don't cover them on your medical insurance. Medical management. After you enroll in Cherokee Brick's insurance, if you ever need any surgery or procedure done, you should call Century Health at this number. It will connect you to a team of nurses and they'll go over all the details of your procedure, make sure that you're prepared for any and all bills that may arise. Also, Century Health may call you to discuss medical issues as well as educate you and your family on treatment options and provide personal support. Help for balanced bills. Always check your explanation of benefits or your EOB after you go to the doctor. If your EOB does not match the bill that you get from your provider, please call ELAP Services and they will fight on your behalf to make sure you only pay what's fair. Tobacco surcharge. If you choose to enroll in medical coverage, EBMS requires that all tobacco users be charged $50 per month for employee and/or spouse. The surcharge will be split evenly for each pay period of the month. Forms of tobacco or nicotine are cigarettes, cigars, dissolvables, hookah tobacco, nicotine gels, pipe tobacco, smokeless tobacco such as dip and snuff, and vapes and e-cigs. All employees will be required to attest each year at an open enrollment to their status under this tobacco program. Even if you only use tobacco occasionally, you are still considered a tobacco user until you've been 12 months tobacco-free. What if an employee certifies that they are not a tobacco user when in fact they are? When you certify your tobacco user status, you attest that you are telling the truth. If it is later discovered that you make a false statement, it may result in disciplinary action, including but not limited to payment of the tobacco surcharge. The tobacco surcharge program is to encourage employees to quit smoking and break the habit. You can call EBMS Health Coach to begin living your tobacco-free lifestyle today. Medical insurance. We have two medical plans, both through EBMS. We have Plan A and Plan B. I will go over what's the same and then I'll go over what's different. Both plans have a 20% coinsurance, have no charge for preventative care, no charge for telemedicine once you enroll, $60 copays for urgent care visits, $250 copays for emergency room visits, 20% after deductible for non-emergency use of emergency room, and both inpatient and outpatient services are 20% after deductible. Both plans cover prescription drugs as well, and we will go over that more in detail later. The main difference is Plan A has a $3,000 deductible versus Plan B, which is $1,500. The out-of-pocket maximum is $6,000 for Plan A versus $4,000 for Plan B. And Plan A office visits have a 10% copay after deductible versus Plan B, which is a flat $25 copay. As you can tell, both plans are very similar, but ultimately, Plan B is a little better, but has a higher out-of-pocket price per pay period. When you make your selections, you can enroll yourself as employee only or employee plus 1, 2, or 3 or more dependents in either Plan A or Plan B. For hourly weekly payroll, Plan A starts at $31.15 per week versus Plan B, which is $56.54 per week. And for salary semi-monthly payroll, Plan A begins at $67.50 per pay period versus Plan B, which is $122.50 per pay period. This is where you can see the tobacco surcharge per pay period as well. For hourly, it's $11.54 per pay period versus salary, which is $25 per pay period. Now I'm going to show you how to make your insurance enrollments. You should have one task waiting for you that says Insurance Enrollment Form. You're going to open that up on Bamboo HR. Once it's open, you're going to scroll down to Medical Coverage. And this is where you're going to either hit Enroll in Medical Coverage or Decline Medical Coverage. Now there's a Plan A and a Plan B column. And you can enroll yourself or yourself plus 1, 2, or 3 or more dependents in either column. After you make your selection, you are going to put it down here if you or your spouse are tobacco users. This is where you're going to put that in. And now if you are not, you do not have to check these boxes. Then you're going to scroll down to telemedicine, and you're going to either elect to enroll in telemedicine or decline telemedicine. And once you put it in, telemedicine is just $3.50 per month, and that covers everybody in your household, even if you don't cover them on medical. Of course, both plans include prescription drugs, but you will have higher copays at CVS, Target, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. You can reduce your copayments by using grocery stores such as Kroger, Publix, Walmart, Sam's Club, and locally owned neighborhood pharmacies. Veracity RX is our prescription plan, and if you ever need any other resources to get your prescriptions, please reach out to HR. Dental insurance. We have 2 plans for dental, the buyout plan and the base plan. They are both through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield. They're both very similar. They have a $50 deductible. They both pay for 100% of preventative services, which are your 6-month cleaning, oral exams, and bite wing x-rays. Both plans pay for 80% of basic services, which are your full mouth x-rays, surface fillings, and the main difference is the buyout plan pays for 50% of major services, which are dentures and single crowns, versus the base plan, which doesn't cover major services at all. Both plans don't cover orthodontics. If you look at the bottom part of the page, you can see that you can cover yourself as an employee only, employee and spouse, employee and children, and employee and family. The buyout plan starts at $5.43 for hourly and $11.76 for salary payroll, and the base plan starts at $3.45 for hourly versus $7.46 for salary payroll. Vision insurance. Our vision plan is through Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield, and it's a good plan. It pays for 100% of the exam after a $10 copay. It pays for 100% of materials after a $25 copay, and you can get an exam every 12 months, lenses every 12 months, and frames every 24 months. If you need to find a doctor in your network, visit anthem.com. Now scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you can see pricing. For vision insurance, you can elect employee only, employee and spouse, employee and children, and employee and family. Vision begins at $1.26 for hourly payroll and $2.72 for salary payroll, and it goes up from there. After you're finished enrolling in telemedicine, you're going to scroll down to dental insurance. And you can either enroll in dental insurance or decline dental coverage. Now there's a column for buyout plan and base plan. Now remember, the buyout plan pays for the 50% of major services when the base plan does not cover anything. You can cover yourself, or yourself plus spouse, yourself plus children, or yourself plus family. After you make your selection, you're going to scroll down to vision insurance. Now, this is where you're going to hit enroll in vision insurance or decline vision insurance. You can either do yourself plus spouse, yourself plus children, or yourself plus family. After you're done making all your insurance selections, you're going to scroll down This is where you're going to sign digitally, acknowledging all of your selections. Then scroll down to dependent information. If you put anybody on your coverage, this is where you list them. And if you need additional pages, please ask your HR administrator. It's going to ask for their name, your relationship, their social, their date of birth, and their gender. And make sure that you select the box that you got them coverage. Then scroll down. This says signature for spouse affidavit for 2023. You do have to answer these questions. Do you have a spouse? Yes or no? Are you electing medical coverage for your spouse? Is your spouse employed? Is your spouse eligible for medical coverage through their employer? If no to question 4, please indicate why not. Most of these questions may not be applicable, but you do need to fill them out. Then sign the signature for spouse affidavit. Then scroll down. This is about the tobacco surcharge. This is where you're going to attest that you are not a tobacco user. So you can either attest that I'm not a tobacco user, attest that I have participated in 5 coaching calls with EBMS, or that I'm covering my spouse on the medical plan and that he or she is not a tobacco user. So make sure you make your selection and then scroll down and sign. Once you're done, you're going to hit confirm signature. After you complete your insurance enrollment form, please submit it at the bottom. Cherokee Brick opens up a life insurance policy for all of its full-time employees at no cost to the employee. This is a basic term life and accidental death and dismemberment policy, meaning that if there's an employee that passes away while working at Cherokee, the life insurance gets paid out to the designated beneficiary. And if the cause of death is due to an accident, the benefit amount doubles. It is also a dismemberment policy, meaning that if an employee loses a ligament, such as a finger, limb, etc., then an amount is paid out to the employee as well. At this point, please fill out the beneficiary form. Now I'm going to show you how to fill out your beneficiary designation form. When you go back to Bamboo HR, you should have one task waiting for you. Click the link to open up the beneficiary designation form. You will have to put in if this is your initial beneficiary or it's a change to one of your prior beneficiaries. Then, when you're done, you're going to scroll down to primary beneficiaries. You can put as many people as you like here. If you need extra room, please ask your HR administrator. It's going to ask for their name, date of birth, address, telephone number, social security number, relationship, and benefit percent. Now, you don't have to put in every little detail, especially if you don't know it. But please put in as much information as you have and at least include their full name and their telephone number. After you're done, scroll down to contingent beneficiary and also put somebody in here as well. Once you're done, you can scroll down and you're going to hit this blue box right here to confirm your choices. Okay. Retirement. Cherokee offers a 401k plan to all of its full-time employees. A 401k plan is essentially a retirement vehicle that allows you to save for retirement through your own contributions from your weekly or semi-monthly paycheck. The amount you contribute is completely up to you, and it does not count towards your current year taxable income, so it can help lower your income taxes each year. How it works is you can select 3, 5, 7, or customize the percentage of your paycheck each pay period to be invested in a portfolio of your choosing. When you're ready to withdraw the money for retirement, you are taxed at that time based on how much is distributed to you each year. The retirement plan is through the trust company in Tennessee. To opt into the 401k plan, you must be 21 years old and have worked for 6 months of service at that time of enrollment, and our enrollment period is January 1st and July 1st. Once you enroll in the 401k plan, you can then access your account by logging to thetrust.com. Now, to make your 401k contribution agreement, you're going to open up Bamboo HR, and you should have one task that's labeled 401k contribution. Open that up, and it will already have most of your information put in at the top. Now, you're going to scroll down to part 2, and this is where you're going to make your contribution. You can put in 3, 5, 7, or other percentage amount, and just make sure that if you put other, you put in a percentage. Or you can also just put 0 if you're just not interested at the moment. And then once you're done, just sign it and then confirm signature. Please read over the retirement facts page, which talks about changing the investment elections and directing the account balances, along with any other additional information. The rest of this booklet has legal notices. Please read these over thoroughly when you have some time. And if you have any questions, please talk to your HR administrator immediately. Thank you.